Because once you truly understand women, you realize that every I love you comes with a contract. And that contract is 457% conditional. The sex, the love, and the loyalty are all rented, never owned. To love a woman blindly, you have to delete all logic from your brain. You have to pretend her past doesn't matter. You have to ignore the mind games. And you have to convince yourself that she's different. That ain't love, guys. That's hypnosis. When your very presence dominates her nervous system, her logic completely shuts off. Her body moves before her thoughts do. That ain't seduction, boys. This is emotional surrender disguised as desire. She'll sit there scrolling through your chat, checking your stories and all the rest of that. But she won't type a single word. Why? Because she's protecting her ego by not showing her interest. Modern women are keenly aware of this ironclad rule of attraction, which is the one who gets approached holds the power, while the one who initiates does not. And because of this, she'd rather pretend she doesn't care than risk looking like she does. You could be invisible for years, then you drop a photo on IG of you with a smoke show, and all of a sudden every bitch remembers your name. That's not coincidence. That's social. Truth, guys, is that you can either love women or you can understand them, but you can rarely do both. Once a man sees the truth about how women really operate and what their true motivations are, the magic dies. They're no longer these mythical, magical, beautiful, innocent creatures that we are raised to believe they were. Because once you truly understand women, you realize that every I love you comes with a contract. And that contract is 457% conditional. The sex, the love, and the loyalty are all rented, never owned. And once your eyes are open, you cannot close them. Once you take the red pill, you can't spit it out. Because what happens is you start seeing the patterns. You see the manipulation, you see the testing, you see the hypergamy, and you see the performance. And every one of them is perfectly rehearsed. To love a woman blindly, you have to delete all logic from your brain. You have to pretend her past doesn't matter. You have to ignore the mind games, and you have to convince yourself that she's different. That ain't love, guys. That's hypnosis. But a man who understands doesn't chase. He observes and he reads the fine print before signing because he knows two things. Number one, her loyalty has an expiration date, and number two, her love has conditions. And I know we're gonna have bitches squawking, not all women are like that. I know I'm gonna have women in the comments talking about, you've just been hurt, you're bitter. All of that nonsense translates to lower your guard so I can try again. See, love makes you soft, gentlemen. And the reason I know this is because I'm experiencing this very phenomenon right now. I love my wife, please believe, but I can freely admit that I'm not as hardened as I once was. I'm not as physically fit as I used to be, and I'm not as sharp or as witty as I used to be. Obviously, I'm constantly working on these things, but the truth is the truth, guys. And this is exactly why most men stay in denial. You see, the truth kills the fairy tale, but it also builds the man. And once you truly understand women, you will never love the same. Not because you're bitter, but because you're awake. And once a man is awake, he understands that if he understands women, he will never love women the same. She starts sex first. She ain't just horny, guys. Her ass is hooked. Because women don't chase sex. They respond to men who awaken something within them. Most women wait for permission to feel. They need a safety net before they surrender. They need a man who's not just attractive, but undeniable. A man whose energy bypasses her logic completely. This is why when she grabs you first, it's not just lust, it's possession. What she is saying to you without words is, I belong to you. You have all of me, body, mind, and soul. This ain't just a casual act, guys. This is biology on its knees. Pun definitely intended. Any woman can give her body. That's the easy part. But when she offers it first, that is instinct, not intention. That is her subconscious waving the white flag of surrender. That's her saying, I can't fight this anymore and I'm not going to try to. You don't earn that from just attraction. You earn that from gravity. When your very presence dominates her nervous system, her logic completely shuts off. Her body moves before her thoughts do. That ain't seduction, boys. This is emotional surrender disguised as desire. When she initiates, she's not testing you. She's choosing you. Her ego has stepped aside, her pride is completely dissolved, and her feminine core has recognized her masculine superior. That's what real sexual connection looks like before words touch it. And trust me, you will know the difference immediately if you have the experience. An attracted woman responds. A surrendered woman approaches. Her touch becomes desperate. Hell, even her breathing changes. Because she doesn't just want to please you. She wants you to consume her. It's not just lust. That is also biological worship. When she initiates sex first, you have already won the silent war. You've conquered her resistance. You've bypassed her filters, and you have successfully taken the throne inside her head. And when a woman feels that, she can't fake it and she will never forget it. So here's the quick math. Attraction means she wants you, and attachment means she can't help wanting you. One fades after climax, the other lingers indefinitely. So when she drops to her knees unprovoked, it's not just sex, it's surrender. This is not only lust, but desire in its most primal form. And a modern woman will sacrifice literally anything and everything to experience this biological need to be her again. But here's something that I noticed about girls, whether they were interested in me or not. Even when a girl really likes you, she will almost never text you first. She'll sit there scrolling through your chat, checking your stories and all the rest of that. But she won't type a single word. Why? Because she's protecting her ego by not showing her interest. Instead, she'll wait for you to text first. Only then will she act like she's dying to talk to you. Finally, he texted, she'll think to herself. If you never text first, she would rather lose you completely than lower herself to text you. This is how deep the game runs, gentlemen. Modern women are keenly aware of this ironclad rule of attraction, which is the one who gets approached holds the power, while the one who initiates does not. And because of this, she'd rather pretend she doesn't care than risk looking like she does. How freaking crazy is that, guys? This is why when I was playing the field, I would go radio silent. No texts, no story replies, no crumbs. Because the truth is that silence exposes truths faster than words ever could. And if she never reaches out, it was never love. It was just validation disguised as interest. But when a woman truly desires you, when she truly covets you, she will break every rule that her pride and ego ever taught her. She'll text, she'll call, and she'll chase. Because real desire kills all strategy. A woman who wants you can't stay silent, but a woman who doesn't can't stay engaged. Silence reveals everything, gentlemen. Don't fear it. About this on Fresh and Fit early on in the early days when I said that most men are sexually invisible to most women. The hard truth, guys, is that most women are not going to be attracted to you until, of course, they see you with a beautiful woman. And that's the reality of the female psyche. These girls don't want you. They want the validation of being wanted by you. They chase value they didn't recognize until someone else did. Women are hive-minded creatures, guys. Just one beautiful girl's approval instantly rewrites your worth in every woman's eyes. That's not attraction, that's competition. They don't want to lose to another woman. They want to win the man that another woman already validated. You could be invisible for years, then you drop a photo on IG of you with a smoke show and all of a sudden every bitch remembers your name. That's not coincidence, that's social proof. And it is both primal and biological. If women see that other women desire you, their brain tells them he must have something I missed. And it's not your looks, it's not your money, and it's not your words. It is the signal that you are already chosen. And women don't want men that other women haven't chosen. You see, guys, men build attraction through status, silence, and scarcity. Women test that attraction through attention, validation, and curiosity. You become desirable the instant another attractive woman confirms that you are. That's one of the many unspoken rules of the sexual marketplace. Social proof is the silent currency of attraction. Don't beg it for interest. Instead, command it. Because in the end, women want the man that other women already want. It's a tale as old as just called her ass out on it, and surprise, surprise, she got pissed off, got an attitude, and I ended up kicking her out of my place and never talked to her again. Guys, never let a woman make you feel crazy because you've got her figured out. Girls like to call it trust issues. I call it pattern recognition. One is designed to shame you, the other is designed to shape you. Girls love to gaslight men for noticing what's obvious. They like to act all offended. They like to play the victim. And the reason they do this is because they fear what we now see, which is her game, her strategy, and her retirement plan. Once you understand a woman's strategy, the attention, the emotion, the manipulation, she loses her power. So in order to regain that power, she'll call you toxic. The instant you see through her, you stop dancing to her rhythm. And that's when she panics. Because your awareness kills her control. Women don't want honest men, guys, no matter what they say. Instead, what they really want are men who stay blind thinking they're in love. Then she'll say, "You're overthinking it." Nah, playboy, you're just finally thinking clearly. Never doubt your instincts, gentlemen. Your gut feels what her words hide. And when you see the truth, don't apologize for it. That's when you become something about modern love. It died a long time ago, buried under filters, algorithms, and empty captions. We don't fall in love anymore. We scroll into it. We don't write letters anymore. We leave comments. You see, it used to take courage to love someone. Now it just takes Wi-Fi and good lighting. People crave the idea of connection, but fear the responsibility that comes with it. The dating apps have turned affection into addiction and loneliness into business. They sell you connection by the swipe, then profit off of every heartbreak they help create. Everyone's connected, but nobody's close. These days, we ghost more often than we greet. Back then, you used to look a person in the eye and you actually meant what you said. But again, modern love died quietly, buried under convenience and ego. Now, if you listen closely, you might be able to still hear its heartbeat. But given the fact that better than 50% of women will be single and childless by 2030, you won't be able to hear it for much longer. I'll say it again, guys, modern love is dead. For all my guys out there who are still playing the field, running through hoes, and running game on these yacht thoughts, here is a hard and fast rule. If sex doesn't happen in 2 dates or less, there is no chemistry. Period. Chemistry isn't created by time. It is revealed by urgency. When desire is real, it doesn't procrastinate, and it damn sure doesn't want to take things slow. When a woman says, "I don't move that fast," what she means is not for you. Because the same woman who wants to take it slow has moved much faster before, just not with the man she's unsure about. This isn't bitterness. This isn't hate. This is simply pattern recognition from men who have watched behavior rather than listen to words. You see, women break rules for men they want to sleep with while making rules for the men they don't. This isn't morality, it's biology. If she's delaying intimacy, she's deciding, is this man worth being with? What she's not deciding is, do I want to sleep with him? Big difference, guys. A lot of men get angry when they don't understand this concept. But experienced men don't get angry. They simply walk away early and save time, money, and dignity. Yes, exceptions do exist, but as we all know, exceptions don't change the norm. Genuine attraction shows up quickly and it is unmistakable. And don't get mad at me, guys. I didn't invent reality. I'm just a guy with a lot of experience with women who happens to have a little bit of a following who reports the truth. Chemistry doesn't stall or delay. It ignites. I'll tell you this. If your girl lets another man flirt with her, she is making him feel like he has a chance with her. Guys, this is already cheating. Not physically, at least not yet, but this is always exactly how it starts. The fact of the matter, guys, is that women don't accidentally entertain men. They know exactly what they're doing. Her silence is consent, her smile is permission, and her friendliness is the audition. You see, a loyal woman, she shuts that shit down instantly. Not out of fear, but respect for her man. Anything other than shutting it down immediately equals betrayal. And this is not debatable. If she doesn't shut him down right then and there, she's for the streets. Period. If she didn't want to be rude, she's lying. Because women are only polite to men they want attention from. And miss me with this, we were just talking. Because I'm here to tell you, cheating never starts in the bedroom with women. It starts in the eyes, continues in the replies, and escalates in the harmless attention. And she knows it. If she gives another man hope, she already gave you disrespect. And disrespect, that's the girls like to shame incels for being single, but what a lot of these girls don't know is that a lot of men are single because they're aware of who and what women really are. These are the men who spot red flags like snipers. One lie, one inconsistency, one attempt at manipulation, and they are gone. No hesitation. Because the truth is that you can't gaslight a man who understands how women really operate. He knows when something feels off because he trusts his experience and his instincts, not her excuses. He doesn't fall for the trauma dump queens. He doesn't fall for the pick-me sob stories. And he doesn't fall for the my ex was crazy fairy tales. He sees the pattern and he sees the damage. Then he dips like a chicken McNugget in barbecue sauce. And make no mistake, gentlemen, women can't stand these men because they can't be easily controlled. No buttons to push, no insecurities to poke, no weaknesses to exploit. Manipulation only works on the blind, guys. But the man who understands women isn't blind. He's observant. He catches the tone. He catches the switch. He catches the silence. But most importantly, he catches the micro disrespect that she thought slipped through. This kind of man is single because he refuses to settle for chaos wrapped in a pretty package. If peace costs him a woman, he will choose peace every single time. Modern women want men who are dumb, desperate, and distracted. But these kinds of men are none of these. He is calm, he is focused, and he is impossible to fool. Women like to say they love emotionally intelligent men until they realize he's not going to tolerate their bullshit. Then all of a sudden he's toxic, controlling, and insecure. The truth is that he's none of those. He's just tired of entertaining dysfunction. So women need to realize that some men are single because they're selective, because they have standards, because they're not simps. He's not lonely, he's filtering. And the day he chooses a woman, she will be the rare one who acts me well in public, and she has never embarrassed or disrespected me. And those who have followed my relationship knows this to be unequivocally true. And this is exactly why I say always judge a man by his woman. Because nothing exposes a man's reality than the girl he chose. Your woman is your resume, gentlemen. She's your billboard, your reflection. You don't pick trash unless you live in it. If she's loud, disrespectful, chaotic, and embarrassing, this means he's weak enough to tolerate it. Weak men date liabilities while strong men date assets. Now, if she's loyal, feminine, soft, and respectful, he's earned that. Strong men attract order. Weak men attract madness. Modern men love to brag about status, but the real status is his woman's behavior. Not her looks, not her clothes, but her conduct. Because a woman is never really out of control. She's only out of control with a man she doesn't respect. And her behavior is 273% on him. Because you can fake confidence, you can fake money, and you can fake lifestyle, but you cannot fake the type of woman who chooses to obey you. Her chaos is his lack of strength, while her loyalty is his lack of weakness. Her masculinity reflects that he follows, but her femininity reflects that he is a leader. Women mirror the man's frame. So just remember, if your girl is acting stupid, the world isn't judging her. They're judging you. Because a man who cannot select properly is a man who cannot lead properly. So judge a man by his woman. She is the audit of his standards, the report card of his masculinity, and proof of his competence. Choose better or be judged. Said, I didn't like him at first, but he grew on me about Travis Hunter. Translation, he wasn't my first choice, he was my last resort. Gentlemen, women don't warm up to men they're attracted to. They fall fast for those guys. If a woman had to force herself to like you, you are not her man. You're her plan B, C, or D with a heartbeat. Nothing more. Men she's really attracted to don't grow on her. She's already attracted. She chases and submits to those men immediately. You want to know who grows on women? The guys she settled for after the men she really wanted ignored her, used her, or outgrew her. You think you won the lottery by landing that big booby baddie? Nah, playboy. You inherited the discount version of her desire. You see, guys, a woman's true desire is violent. It's immediate. It's uncontrolled. You cannot negotiate it. You can't earn it. And you damn sure can't grow into it. Because if you weren't her first choice, you will never be her deepest desire. And desire is the only fuel for modern relationships. Without it, silent resentment, dead bedroom, and a long, sexless relationship. Basically a prison sentence with paperwork. But here is the brutal truth. A woman who settles will punish the man she settles for. She'll punish him emotionally, she'll punish him sexually, she'll even punish him spiritually. Because he reminds her of everything she failed to accomplish in terms of finding a high caliber man. If she didn't want you from the start, she will never truly want you at all. Not even after you marry her, not even after you provide for her, not even after you give her children. So here's the quick math. Choose a woman who said, I liked him instantly, not he grew on me. One gives you passion, the other gives you punishment. How many of you guys watching this video are experiencing this right now?